Hi there, it's Matt from Muzoma here, and today we're going to be looking at Cymatic's LP16 16-channel player. This player is normally used standalone to play back backing tracks from a USB device, but it can also be used with your iPad or iPhone plugged into the camera connection kit via USB, which enables you to use the 16 output channels with the Muzoma app. Okay, so let's take a look at the setup. We've got the LP16 from Cymatic Audio, and that is hooked up on the back to the USB connector, which then goes out to the iPad's camera connection kit. This is the USB 3 version, and that allows you to power the iPad or iPhone. There's the USB connector out from there, and then that goes via the lightning port into the iPad. And we're running Muzoma 2.03, and this is on iOS 11, so that will enable us to capture the screen. So we're just going to set that going, and hopefully you can get a better view of what's happening on the screen then. So 3, 2, 1. And then we should be capturing the screen, which is cool. So then we're back into Muzoma, and then the LP16 is then hooked into the analog channels of the Mackie 1604 VLZ or Z if you're American Pro, and that conveniently has 16 channels which we've lined up with the demo song, so that you'll be able to see that the outputs come through the correct channels. You could use any analog desk really with the LP16. The more channels the better, obviously up to 16, and we found that the Mackie and the old Alan Heath MixWiz is quite good because that has 16 channels as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the demo song, The Impossible Dream, which you can download on Muzoma. And we open up the song, and if we hit the play button, then you can hear that we've got the output going to the different channels. Now on our mixer we've got set up the click on channel 1 here. So you can see it's flashing there, and all the other faders are down, so you're not hearing the sound. Now the good thing is you can then adjust the sound just as you would with the band playing. There's the main vocals and the backing vocals. You got pan left and right there. You can see we're panned left and right. And obviously if you've got multiple buses, which this mixer does, you could actually route the click directly to some in-ear monitors or headphones, so that the audience doesn't hear the click. Everything's very configurable. It's just like having inputs on a standard mixer with the band playing directly. You could actually divide the channels, say, into 8 and 8, so you've got 8 live and 8 backing tracks, however you need it really. And you can see the LP16, it has the monitors showing with all the activity from the audio, which is quite useful, so you can see what's going on as well as on the mixer. So you see the green lights flashing there where there's activity. What we can do is take a look at the Muzoma mix page, which you get to directly from the player page, so by hitting the mix button. So in the mix page you can see it's like a conventional mixer with the channel labels in a similar way to how we label up the analog desk there, but we've actually got the click channel or the click track right at the end. You can change the order. There's an editor for the track order, and the track order is shown by the large numbers at the top. Now the numbers in the brackets, the smaller numbers, where you've got, in this case, 7 going into 1, that represents the input channel. So 7 is an input channel for the click, which is track 13, and that's routed out to channel 1 on the output side. So that will be channel 1 on the LP16. So let's demo that by pressing play, and you can see that the click has activity, and if I put the volume up on the mixer and then I use the fader on here, you can see we've got kind of dual control. So that allows you can soft mix, or if you like, hard mix with the actual desk. So you can get levels, the appropriate levels, balanced here, and then fine tune them on the actual desk. Also, of course, you can route. So let me just stop this track. So obviously you can route out to different channels as well. So you do that by, if you go into the actual tracks details, so now we're in the track details section, we can then change, for example, the preferred multi-track channel. So let's change that to 2, and you commit the change by just pressing the back button, and you should see then that track number 13 now has an output channel of 2. So if I then press play again, restart and press play, we should see, instead of 1, channel 2 now has the click. Let's turn the drums down. There you go. And we can then move this label here. So we've rerouted our click to channel 2, and you can also see on the LP16 the activity now starts on track 2 there, channel 2. Cool. Another great feature of Muzoma is its MIDI in and out capability, so you can control Muzoma. I've shown this in other videos, but interestingly the Cymatic has 2 MIDI ports here. So you've got in and out, which is very convenient, and a foot switch. So what you can do is actually in Muzoma, if you go into the control, the external control, you can see you've got MIDI settings. You can actually select the LP16, and that works for both input and output, and that allows you to connect your external gear to the LP16, and that way you can control stops and starts. You can even control the faders on the mix page, that kind of thing. So it's handy to have everything in one device. It's a very good device in that respect. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video and learnt a bit more about what you might do with the LP16. What we're hoping is, if enough people request the feature, then it may even be possible to code up an export function in Muzoma that would allow the playlist to be built so that you could then play your sets from the USB stick plugged into the LP16 without the need for an iPad. So, you know, if you like the concept of doing that, please leave some comments below, and if enough people want that feature, we'll have a look at coding it. Thanks for watching.